Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please click like and subscribe and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, no matter how good it is or how much it costs, it's just whiskey, folks. Today we're going to be talking about the 2019 Springbank release 15-year-old rum cask maturation. Matured for 15 years, so this is not a finish. This was a 2019 Springbank special release. Comes in at 51% ABV, no chill filtering, no color added, 9,000 bottles release, and let's talk about it a little bit here. I really like this whiskey. I just opened it up a couple days ago, and I've already had 3 drams. And I'll tell you, for me, I'm looking forward to open up even more, but it didn't. I let it breathe for a good 15, 20 minutes each time, and it opened up beautifully just with that. I didn't feel it was closed up or tight by any means. On the nose, grilled pineapple, that rum note of grilled pineapple. You're not picking up rum per se on the nose, but I'm picking up that subtle grilled pineapple note that you sometimes find in a rum. It's also got a little bit of bubble gum and some fruits like peaches and a little bit of mango, a little bit of pineapple. Very nice on the nose. On the palate, sweet, a little bit of mint, a little bit of astringency, puckering, a little peach, a little hint of mango, a little bit of hint of that pineapple in there. I'm going to put a splash of water while we talk a little bit more. This is the first time I'll be trying it with water. The finish is a medium long finish with that subtle rum aftertaste, that rum bite. It ends in a little bit of a dryish note. A beautiful, masterful, if you ask me, lovely whiskey. I'm not picking up any notes of alcohol on this. There's no. It's smooth. I'm not getting a bite from it. It's not smelling alcohol or acetone by any means. And in my opinion, this whiskey shares some similar qualities of an older whiskey, like a 21-year-old. Recently, I reviewed Gordon MacPhail's 21-year-old Old Potney. And this has qualities of that. And also apples and oranges. The Redbreast 21. Obviously, Redbreast 21 is a Irish whiskey, triple distilled. But the Redbreast 21 had a a prominent mango note to it, which for me made the whole whiskey. But the Redbreast 21, even at 21, had acetone notes and rubbing alcohol notes, whereas the Springbank has none of that. But I'm picking up older whiskey notes in this 15-year-old. All right. For sake of the review, the water probably could have used a little bit longer in here, but this is the first time I'm going to try it with water. The nose is about the same, if you ask me. Maybe opened up a little bit. Beautiful whiskey. I think the water just kind of accentuated some of the tasting notes. It did kind of open it up a little bit. But I shouldn't say I prefer, but in my opinion, it doesn't need the water. It's very smooth, very drinkable, dangerously delicious. I've watched some reviews on YouTube, and it's got quite a mixed bag. I mean, it's really all over the place. And so I've had this bottle for well over a year and a half, probably, maybe a little longer than that. And after reading all the reviews, I'm like, all right, it can wait. And then for some reason, I said, I'm gonna give it a shot. And so the only thing is the price on this. In the United States, you can still find it. You have to search a little bit, but it retails, if you can find it, for about $180 US right now. My understanding, when it first came out in 2019, it retailed for about 80 euros. So 70 or 80 euros back in 2019. So for sake of argument, let's just say that was close to $100. So now it's $180 to get it. I would have really liked it a lot more if it was a little less expensive. You can get the standard Springbank 15-year-old for $150, maybe even a little bit less if you're lucky. So you are paying a premium. In my opinion, this is a premium, delicious whiskey, and I'm going to rate it highly, very highly. I like to give scores in a range, because in any given day, your palate changes depending on what you ate, your mood, and all this kind of stuff. All right, enough of the malarkey. I'm going to give this a range of a score between 90 and 93, and I feel confident about that. This is one of the better whiskeys that I've had. Because anybody that's watched my channel knows that Lecheg 10 is my favorite whiskey, but I also factor in the price point with that and a lot of other factors. But for a smoky peaty whiskey, so far, Lecheg 10, Ardbeg Corey Reckon, and Octomore 10.2. Now, although Springbank is peated, you are picking up some subtle phenolics in this and some subtle smoke, subtle peat, but it's not prominent. in my opinion. An absolute stunning whiskey, in my opinion, and I'm really enjoying it. So my rating, 90 to 93. That's my rating as for how I enjoy this particular bottle right here. If you can find it, in my opinion, I think it's worth $180 because it tastes and drinks older than this, and a 20 or 21-year-old bottle of something else, you're going to pay substantially more than 180, generally speaking. So that's going to wrap it up. If you like today's show, which I certainly did, please click like and subscribe. Click the little bell to be notified, and consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And remember, no matter how good it is or how much it costs, it's just whiskey, folks. So hats off to you all, and take care.